Hey everyone, I'm Steven21967 and we are in Subsistence. And today, still need to do some grinding, need to do some collecting of materials and everything. Used up a lot of materials recently in building a houseboat, and now I just need to take a look at what kind of things I may or may not need to get. There we go. Because I have these mining drills, I think I will just turn them on and let them mine some iron ore for me, because I do need quite a bit of iron ore, at least for future fortress raids. As I went through a bunch of iron ore on the boathouse. We also need some wood. Let's see, so I have two lockpick keys. So this time I shouldn't have a problem with having enough lockpicks. Would like to have one more, but I don't have quite enough iron fragments to do it. So have the mining drills going, and we'll see what stuff they can pick up for us. So I think we'll head over this direction, see what we can get. Let's see, it's April. Okay. So I think the bees are supposed to show up. Bees and honeycomb is supposed to show up in summer, I think, is what the Alpha 55 patch says. So I think we have a while before we're going to see any kind of honey, which is fine. I honestly don't care one way or the other about honey collecting. I think bee husbandry is an interesting idea, but after doing animal husbandry, after raising chickens and raising rabbits, I find that that's a little bit more time consuming than I prefer to have to deal with. So I think if they do that, I'll just say nah. Not really interested in doing that part of the game. I mean, I could always set it up so we could take a look at it and see just how much work it is. Yeah, I think if they could set up some items so that they had some level of self-sufficiency, so I didn't have to constantly manage them every day, that might be nice. Like to set up so that free-range chickens are able, to find some of their own food. They don't need us to constantly feed them. Same thing for rabbits. They should be able to find food around. And with that kind of setup, maybe the trade-off of having just letting the animals be self-managing is that it takes longer for them to get, the highest level, get up to level 10. And that the way to get them up there faster is to, to get premium arrows from their feathers when we kill them, is to, feed them ourselves. I think that would make a lot of sense. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I think that's definitely the way we do it. So, same thing I do with our plants and everything. The game does give us a lot of rain during the day. I mean, we don't always get rain every day. But when we do get rain, it should be enough to, fill up our plant beds with enough water that we don't need to go in and, re-water our plants. That's just my opinion. Yeah. I don't want to waste bullets on them. See if you can lose them around the rock. I have plenty of food. We don't have to worry about that. Yeah, he's not following us. That's good. Oh, lots of fiber. Nice. Well, I got an onion seed. But yeah, fiber is always very nice. And there's a bear. And he's protecting something here. I gotta see what it is. Sometimes they get just far enough away from the package that we're able to actually get it before they realize that we're there. Oh God, this shadow right here scared the crap out of me just now. I kid you not. I kid you not. That just scared snot out of me. I thought that something was right there. Oh my Lord. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we got some stuff. Starting to do a little bit better. Let's go over here and see what we can see. As much as I want specialty containers, I'll definitely be more than happy just to get regular supply containers and wood. It's a definite must-get thing. Alright, doing really well, man. Okay, I just wanted to see what that was. You know, I could see the health bar. It's like, okay, so is that one of these predators, or is that just like a bunny or rabbit? And it's just a bunny or rabbit, so we're okay. Alright, okay. No, that was just a shadow. It's kind of crazy. They just walk around the bear, and the bear, if we're far enough away, he's not going to follow us. Or even if we get close enough, the bear would be like, you know, follow us a little bit, but then eventually like give up if we kept going. Kind of interesting thing to have happen, I would assume. Well, that would make sense. I mean, if every single animal that sensed us and started moving toward us when we got too close, if they kept following us, I mean, we could have a parade of animals following behind us. That would be an interesting thing to see. Yeah, I don't know, maybe that, yeah. I mean, when I play games like this, you know, it's like it's a video game, so sometimes you suspend logic or suspend your imagination about how some things can be certain ways in the game. I'm hearing a wolf. We're just going to move. I don't know where it was. I'm not going to turn around and try to see where it was. We're just going to move. Alright. Just go leave him behind us. So let's get over here and see what we can find along the way over here. Continuing to look for containers. Yeah, plant fiber. We're really short on plant fiber. I used a whole bunch of it. There we go. Looks like, yep, potato seed. Oh, well, I'll take a potato seed. I've thought about making, with the infected giving us an actual greenhouse that we can set up and actually make, that's already prefabbed for us. We don't have to build one ourselves. I mean, you have to have the materials, but you don't have to like put it together on your own, which I think that'd be kind of interesting. I'd like to see what people's greenhouses would look like if we could put them together. If greenhouses came in pieces, sections, and they were modular, and we could, make our greenhouses bigger or small as we wanted. If you wanted to make a greenhouse 2 floors, 3 floors, big as a freaking football stadium, then, we could do that. But right now in the affected, it's like the greenhouse is, just this small greenhouse. And that's fine too. But this game, I see people building greenhouses. And my understanding is once you put your plants inside these greenhouses, I don't think they have access to the water from the environment when it rains. And I know that the plant beds will get water in them when it rains during the days when it happens. Okay, just want to make sure nothing's going to come right up on me. All right, big money. All right. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we get a bunch of iron fragments. I think we need like 18 of them as part of the recipe for the next key, because we're going to have to make another key. Fingers looking good. Yep, more bullets. I'll definitely take more bullets. Ooh, okay. We just filled everything up. Let me see. I'm going to eat some of that. And no, our bags are kind of full here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's just head back to the base. Let's get this stuff out of our bags so we got room again. Oh yeah. Need lots of these, man. Lots of plant fiber. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I was thinking about suspending logic and reality sometimes with games. You can do certain things that in the real world you couldn't do. And I understand some things, the game kind of has to help you with, because if the game were really like the real world, some of the stuff that we do, most of the stuff that we're doing in this game would be practically impossible, or would take a very long time to do. Like maybe a more realistic base building game would involve us making mistakes and learning from them, and instead of being able to build a base, just build it and get it done right the first time. We can make all sorts of weird bases, but my assumption would be in the very beginning, our first attempt at building a base would probably fail pretty miserably. It would probably look really awful, full of holes. It wouldn't be, solid or safe to be able to actually live in it. It probably wouldn't be sealed very well, so it would be cold in the evenings and during winter. And again, it's just like the real thing, like you and me in the real world, we would probably struggle unless you are an outdoorsy person, unless you really know how to survive in the outdoors. I think that most of us, those of you who are listening to this would be like, yeah, I think we'd struggle. I know I would struggle. I like to laugh that, as much as it might be cool, like to have a zombie apocalypse to live through, be like, no, I'm probably one of the first ones to go. Be probably dead in the first week. I'm not ready for that. I'm truthfully not ready for that kind of thing. But fortunately, I don't think that'll happen. I'm pretty sure we'd never have to worry about a real zombie apocalypse. But I definitely would like to find a really cool game. And this is okay. It's still, I think it still needs more. Okay, let's see. Yep, let's get back here. I want to get back to where we were. Keep looking. Yep, kind of going back the way. Maybe we'll go up this way a little bit, so you don't go back over what we just did go over. Yeah, I think I'm going to definitely have to plan to take a day to look for sandstone. I need a bunch of glass for the Molotovs, for the base raids. Yeah, I don't have a lot of glass or any sandstone, so just something to know that we're going to have to do if we want to get ready for the next raid. Alright, it's a big bear. Man, I'm really swinging wide from him. Usually not over here. Kind of over by the fence here. A little further away from the area I typically look. Search. I think about other things I like to do for subsistence. Like, it would be interesting to start a game where I set up, we set up everything to do hardcore. And then what I do is, when I get in the game, I figure out where it is I want to live the most. And then I go to the very opposite end of the map just to set up a very simple base command unit to, to get the hunter bases, the big hunter fortress and the two other bases to spawn in those areas. And then I go to the opposite. Then after they've started to build their bases in those areas, then I go to the opposite end of the map, set up another base command unit, and that becomes my actual base. And then it's possible, once I've done that, once the hunter bases are pretty much set on where they are, then I think I should be able to. I could be wrong about this, but I think I can, if I destroy the base command unit, the very first one, the one that I'm using to trick the hunters into building their bases up there, then the base command unit at the new base will actually act like the base command unit does when you first set it up. So it regenerates and all that other stuff, whether or not you have so it regenerates power. I mean, the first base command unit you create will regenerate power during the day. Oh, nice. I love ammunition. Absolutely love it. And we got lots more iron fragments. Oh yeah, look at that. That's just wonderful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good times. Good times. Definitely like that. Liking that a lot. So, I mean, I might be interested. I think I'm going to do it. I might just do a temporary series just for those of you who are, into subsistence, but you're like, I don't want to deal with raids every day. What I could do is I could set up a second, another game. And what I do is, I try to trick the hunters into building their bases at one end of the map. I go way, way, way to one end of the map, put down my base command unit, and my understanding is the smaller hunter bases and the big hunter fortress should start to be built not too far from wherever it is my base command unit is set up. That should be what happens. And then we just go to the opposite end of the map where we actually want to be, where we want to set up. And I like this area. I like the area that I'm originally in. I would love to do a new game, set it up to hardcore, set up, just a small base, just a base to trick the hunters into to building nearby that area that I don't want to be in. And then once they start building, then I go to the opposite end of the map. Get those carrots. Yeah, he's walking away. So I do that, and then I build in the way far other end. And maybe what that might do is it might make it so that the bandits don't do like their raids and revenge attacks because I'm so far away. Maybe there's a certain amount of distance you can actually be from them and not be the target of raids and revenge attacks. I think I might do that. I think that's interesting just to test it out, just to see what happens if I try to do that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll do a short series and see if we can bait the hunters away from where we want to be. Now, there's going to be rogue bandits, of course. We're not going to play hardcore, but I shouldn't say hardcore, but we're going to play the game with, all the threats and everything in there. Maybe not quite hardcore. Or maybe we should. Maybe we really should do it hardcore. Animals would be more dangerous. We'll just have to deal with that whole thing. Yeah, maybe we just go full on hardcore and we see if we can get the hunters to set up their base somewhere else. And then we set up our base opposite of the map. I'm interested in seeing if the hunters will actually come all the way across the map to raid us. Or if we attack them, will they come across the map for revenge attacks and everything? Yeah. I think that would be very interesting to give that a shot. Alright, I think we're starting to get a little bit late. I think I want to... Yeah, we're really far away. Yeah, I think it's time to hoof it back to the home base. And then let's see kind of what hardcore is like. Now my assumption, if I can remember correctly, is hardcore is also, if you die, that's it. You lose the game. You gotta start over. Yeah, I think it might be interesting to have just a separate series. I mean, you could bounce back and forth between playing hardcore and then playing our regular map, our regular game. Yeah, just, something different. I would like to try that out. If you think that sounds interesting, let me know. Let me know what it is you would like me to try out in Subsistence, since I do have a game. I mean, some of the things that I've done that I've tried out in Subsistence is I have one game that I set up where I set the game to 12 days in a year, which means every day is like a full month, and the whole focus of that game, that series, was, could I get myself prepared for winter? Could I get myself prepared enough so that when winter came around, I could survive it? And I did. I did make it. It's kind of tough. Yeah, just keep running, man. Not even going to fight him. Let's just head back home and call it a day. And then I have another series where I was interested in seeing, could I do a vegan challenge? Like, what would happen if I was a vegan out here subsisting? Could I survive? And part of the problem is the only way to get protein in this game is through animal meat. And you know, I would assume a vegan. I don't know if vegans don't eat fish. I would assume that that's probably, you know, definitely can't do that. Can't eat fish. Probably can't drink milk, dairy products, anything that comes from any living creature. Alright, we're home. Everything there? Yeah, that's looking okay. Just leave that way. Get home. Check the fire. I just like to have the fire going no matter what. I don't like letting it go out. Alright, so yeah, so you know, let me know. I think I'm going to do it anyway, but if you have any other ideas for things you'd like to see me try out for Subsistence, you know, let me know. And if we see enough ideas of something we really are all interested, man, we'll just go ahead and do it. So anyway, that's it for this game. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, the notification bell, and you'll get alerts when I come out with new videos. I come out with new videos every single day. And as always, comment. I try to read every comment and get back to you when it's relevant. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Later, dudes.